Hey, I've got Wednesday afternoon about 2:15, July 1st, 2026. Ken Ars on Talking Baseball, promoting my book I wrote, Yearly Leaders of Every Pitching Category, Chapter 2, Innings Pitched, Top 5 Baseball Players in History, Most Innings in a Season. I want to go decade by decade. 1871 through 1879, this video. Ryan Walters, 283 innings. Asha Brainard, 264. Al Spalding, 257. John McMullen, 249. George Setlin, 240. That's top 5, 1871 now. Some of these names through the 1870s, we haven't heard of these guys, but some of the guys are in the Hall of Fame. Al Spalding, he's one of them. 1872, Candy Cummins, 497 innings. These totals through the 1870s are phenomenal. They really are. Now, baseball was a different game in the 1870s. Pitchers pitched 9 innings, and they pitched every day or every other day. So the inning total is going to be high compared with today's game. Today's pitchers are lucky to get over 200, 250 innings. These guys in the 1870s, 300, 400, 500, and there's a couple guys in the 600 inning category in one season. So 1872, Candy Cummins, 497 innings. Dick McBride, 419. Bobby Matthews, 406. Al Spalding, 404. Jim Britt, 336. 1873, Al Spalding, third year in a row, top 5. 496 innings. Jim Britt, 480. George Setlin, 460. Bobby Matthews, 443. Dick McBride, 382. 1874, Al Spalding breaks 600 innings. He goes for 617. 1 year. And you know something? They only played 60 games, 60 or 70 games in the 1870s. Yet he goes for 617 innings. What does that mean? He pitched every day, or every game they had, he was pitching. Bobby Matthews, 578. George Setlin, 515. Tommy Bond, 497. Dick McBride, 487. 1875. Bobby Matthews, 625. That's the highest so far. Al Spalding, 570. That's the 5th year in a row, top 5 in innings pitched. Al Spalding. Dick McBride, 538. George Bradley, 535. George Setlin, 463. That's the 4th time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 times George Setlin, top 5 innings pitched. 1876, Jim Devlin, 622 innings. George Bradley, 573. Al Spalding, 6th consecutive season, top 5. 528. Bobby Matthews, 516. Tommy Bond, 408. 1877, Jim Devlin, 559. Tommy Bond, 521. Terry Larkin, 501. George Bradley, 394. Tricky Nichols, 350. 1878, Tommy Bond again. That's 3 times top 5. 4th time top 5. 532 innings. Terry Larkin, 506. Will White, 468. Sam Weaver, 383. The only Nolan, 347. And the last year in the decade of the 1870s. Will White goes for 680 innings in 1 year. That's the highest. Spalding, Matthews, and Devlin all went over 600. But Will White says, look at me, 680 innings. Bud Calvin, 593. John Ward, 587. Tommy Bond, 555. Jim McCormick, 546. So the 1870s, the baseball pitchers of that era are pitching every day or every other day, and they're going 9 innings. If the game goes to extra innings, they keep pitching. They take the win, they take the loss. How about these guys? 400, 500, and 600 innings in 1 year. Today's baseball pitchers in the year 2026 are struggling just to get to 200 or 250 innings. Nobody's reaching 300 innings. Why is that? I don't know. Figure if you had 40 starts, and let's say you pitched 9 innings and 40 starts. That's 360 innings. But nobody's going 9 innings. These guys are getting 50 starts, 60 starts in a year. So who is the pitcher during the 1870 that stands out? Al Spalding 6 times, top 5. You got George Setlin 4 times. Tommy Bond 4 times. Bobby Matthews 3 times. Give the decade of the 1870s Al Spalding. All right, next video, the 1880s. I'll keep going decade by decade, innings pitched. I'm out.